Hello and welcome back to the top 100 maps of all time with me, BonBonB. I'm BonBonB, you're very welcome, and we have reached number 59, the 59th best map of all time as voted by you, the viewers of What's Map. So this one, well, if you watched yesterday's show, I did say there would be 3 of the top creators this week. One would appear twice, and one would be one that you may not have heard of. This is that map. I don't remember too much about the map, but I do remember the way that I was blown away by it. So I'm really looking forward to getting back down and having one last look at this beauty. It's Kozí Kopce, or Kozí Kopce as I think I called it back then, by HypoSim. And of all things,
it's my first map.
That's right. And I laugh about that, but I forgot to give them the sting last time round. So, yes, you can have the sting this time round. It was their very first map. It's too good to be a first map. It truly is. It uses 56 items off of the workshop, and no DLC is required. Although I did notice in the comments there was somebody asking, could they make a mass transit version without DLC? I'm not quite sure how that would work. But anyway, obviously it's a lot of work in making a map this good, and so I'm not surprised that we haven't seen a mass transit version or any updates basically. Now, they does use 56 items off of the workshop, including network extensions. Wow, that was a airplane landing in my living room there. It uses network extensions 2 roads. Of those network extensions 2 roads, there are a few which are the network extensions 2 replacement roads from Silis that we had for a while. Did see this a few episodes ago with a different map where they are showing up as then basically they're not in the one-click collection. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened back at the time, but anyway, the map loaded up as broken. I used loading screen mod to find those missing 3 assets, and the map loads fine. It is missing some catenaries though, which are not listed anymore on the workshop. The catenaries are from the railway replacer mod, and the railway replacer mod is used quite extensively on the map as well. So for the 56 items, you're looking at network extensions 2 and railway replacer as being a chunk of them. It uses the Cedar Valley 4K theme as part of a Kozí Kopce theme mix, and the real neutral relight colourless LUT. I don't see that too often. It was uploaded in March of 2020, and as of this time of recording, it has 2,060 subscribers. 324 have marked this as a favourite. He has a 4-star rating on Steam from the 126 people that have rated it. I reviewed this in episode 890 of What's Map. Link to the original description is in. Link to the original review is in the description. Guess who's struggling today? And I gave it 5 stars for aesthetics, 4 for detail, and 5 for gameplay potential. Okay, good. Now, how I'm going to review this, I'm not sure. I don't even remember where the start square is exactly. Let's have a look. Start square is here. I think, because it looks like we have one highway that runs over this side of the map, one that runs over this side of the map. I don't remember too much of the map. We'll start from up here, and we'll follow this highway, coastal highway, down into the start square down here. And if we reach the river, we'll have gone past the start square. That's going to be my marker. And then we'll fly by and have a look at everything else, if that is okay with you. So yes, HypoSim. This one was absolutely breathtaking when it first dropped. I mean, 2020. We are going back a little way now. Oh look, we've even got look at the barriers. Such a lovely thing. So yeah, it's a first map, so it's got no right to be this good. It could be good, but it shouldn't really be this good. And what we're getting, even just if you look at the terrain, the way that we get a little drop and then a little drop, and it just feels so realistic. And that is something I think we can all learn from. Just looking at the terrain work from a really good map, analysing it, seeing how we can use that in our own build, stealing the good ideas from the great creators. I think HypoSim, even with just the one map on the workshop, this one, HypoSim would definitely fall into a great creator category. They have made some other stuff, I see, some assets, so if you want to check out it's like a lesser known creator, then why not? Hey, why not? I don't see any problem, why not? And we'll head on down. So yes, this series I've been really enjoying, dipping back into some of the best maps we have ever seen, and some of them just have absolutely taken my breath away when we've gone back down and had a look at the second time. Because remember, I don't get time to play the maps. I just come in, have a look at them, and then I move on and I forget about them. And then we get to come back and have a look at them a second time, all this time later. And, well, there you go. There's our first intersection of the day. With a little oval boot down there. The 2 lanes there on the oval boot. So yeah, how are things with you? Are you enjoying the series? I think this is one of the questions that I need to ask. I was hoping that the series would get a lot more views than it has been getting, given that we are talking about the very best maps of all time. I thought it would be a great way to end our time with Cities Skylines 1 is to look, sorry about the game lag there, to look at some of the very best of the creations of the last, how is it, 7 years? 8 years. 8 years. Wow. Wow. Where does the time go, eh? Where does the time go? Anyway, next up we've got this little sweet little intersection with the retaining walls are stuck in there as well. Tiny little hint blue mantle there, I think. Possibly. Maybe. Just looking here. I thought I saw some. Maybe there isn't. Maybe it was just the one angle that one time. Maybe it was. Good to see, actually, also that the bridge is high enough. We don't have any trees clipping through it. First maps quite often have that kind of simple mistake, and we've managed to avoid that here as well. But of course, it's not just a question of having a nice looking map. It's also about having what is a nice, fun, buildable plain, a plateau, a coast, elevations, and just having everything different and a little bit just challenging without being too challenging. Here's our start square. Here's that start square. There's your start square intersection. Very sweet. Very, very sweet. Leading us down into that area there, I've got to say. Very tempting. Very, very tempting indeed. Like the way it's been done. Also, like the way that we've got the rail come in here as well. I'm sure I switched the wires off. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, there's supposed to be some catenary cables. Catenary masts, but they, like I say, it didn't load in because it might have had the name changed on the workshop or something, and I could have put a different one in, but I thought, you know what, we'll just have it without, and I'm sure I switched the wires off. So the wires is down to BonBonB, okay, not HypoSim. Anyway, we can follow that all the way. Our next intersection looks so good as well. Just look at how pleasing these interchanges are. Nice shapes, and of course simple but workable and pleasing tree detailing as well, just to mark it off. Very nice, very, very nice. Also, while I'm speaking of tree work, just this little if we're talking about copse, cozy copse, look at this cozy copse of trees here. Just a nice mix of trees, nice mix of the colours, and nice mix of the heights and the bushiness of them. I think that is a really good selection. Anyway, we'll come back and have a look at the buildable, the build plane down in the start square in a little while. Come down here, we do have a factory, everybody's favourite factory, all the way down there. Looks good to me. Now, if we go over the hill over the hills and far away. Teletubbies, come to play. I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. Right, follow this highway. I'm not going to stop. We'll do a slowish crawl over the length of this highway over this side, so you can get a feel for the buildable space and how this one differs from the coastal route. So you've got a coastal build and you've got an inland build over here. Yes, did see the rail bridge and how good it looked as well. So yeah, we've got all of that, and then this highway which just finds its way all the way across the environment to the top end of the map through a tunnel. Good to see. And then we have a trumpet interchange here. Does that connect us up? I don't remember. Also, the tree detailing works so pretty. So pretty. Right. I don't remember if this links up across the other side of the map or not. We have got flowing traffic. And it does seem to want to connect off. So is that actually connecting? It is. So this little intersection, this little junction here, is going to struggle for traffic a little bit. So we have the edge of map connection there. We have the edge of map connection here, and so we are going to see a little bit of traffic winding its way up that way. But I think I wanted to come up this route because it very clearly the routes do have that connection across the hills from one side, from the plains all the way across to the coast, which is cool. We also have railway cuttings with the rocks. Very nice. Don't want any of them falling onto the line. That might be difficult. Boom, 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 boom. And then we have the rail. Look at the rail. Look at the rail. Whoa. Very, very nice. There's a talking point there, I'm sure. I'm sure somebody will raise the talking point. You know what I'm looking at, guys? You know what I'm looking at with this? Yep. Feel free to discuss in the comments. That'll do. It's fine. We're not getting grumpy about these things. We're just talking about things, okay? Has this slipped since loading? We've got to say just a little bit of pillar clipping again. Something like this, we'd move it, easily fixed. I'm absolutely certain that HypoSim, it didn't look like that on their load. So yeah, little things like that, so easily fixed. We head over this way. We've got the bridge. Everybody loves a big old bridge. Nice little bit of detailing on the bridge as well. It's one of those vanilla asset bridges by the looks of it. Is it? No, it's not. It's a custom bridge by the looks of it, actually. I take that back. I'm sure that's the sort of thing that Teddy Radko would build quite happily. But it's a slick thing, very, very slick thing, bringing us across to this island, which is a chunk of island. Now, what you would do with this island, I do not know. It's buildable, but it's not easy. It's not one of those big swathe of flat land. Head over this way. Maybe you could make this into a nature reserve. Maybe with the hotels and retreats DLC, you can make this into a I don't know, just a retreat. That's what hotels and retreats is about, isn't it? But it's a good size island, isn't it? And we've even got down here, we've even got the little old road finding its way across, and how lovely and rural it feels all the way out here as well. A few little dotted islands, including, there she is. The Essential Lighthouse. Isn't she lovely? Oh, look. A little bit of credit for this. Look at that. Oh, why not? Anyway, I think we've oohed and ahed enough at this one. Kozí Kopce. We've even got a little bridge here as well. A footbridge. Good to see. So in terms of buildable space, you've got, like I say, you've got the two zones. You've got the coast, well, 3 if you include the islands. All the way along the coast. You could do some work along the islands. You could do a small town or 2 actually inland a little bit. And oh, there's even the castle. I forgot about the castle. Let's come down and have a little. Ooh, it's a castle. Look at the quality of the castle, hey? Look at the quality of that. Just simple. Sometimes it's just keep it simple, and that's how you want it to be. Little water spawn up here. That's a sweet thing as well. So I think we'll park the camera over the castle to give us a nice view down over the map, like so. And I say that's Kozí Kopce by HypoSim. Apologies for my Czech. My Czech is as good as my German. It's as good as my Spanish. 89.25% approval rating. Another absolute beauty of a map. And 3 more to come this week from names that you will recognise, and 1 who will appear twice this week as well. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing, for joining me for another flyover of one of the best top 100 maps of all time. Big shout out to all the BonBon buddies on Patreon and YouTube membership for supporting the channel. You guys really truly are the best. And I'll be back tomorrow with another map in the top 100 series. Thanks for watching.